Let's go!
You're a musician yourself. What does that mean to you to be able to actually bring that hobby and passion of yourself into this actual professional work?
Yeah, so I actually started out with music, so I wanted to be, I wanted to go that way. And I had bands, and my best friends were musicians, and I say it with such sorrow now that I almost
I didn't mean it like that.
I fucking hate my life. I want to be but I had to leave that because I was doing too many things. I was doing stand-up, and I was doing the whole music thing, and acting and painting, and too much. So I kind of let go of some of it. And to be fair, I don't know if I was good as not enough either. I had the musicians I was playing with was really, really good, and I've been in major bands in Denmark. I think I had the charisma of the lead singer, but I don't know if I had the. As you said, I'm no Adele.
Who said that? It wasn't me. It was Kyle.
One of you guys said it.
There are not many Adeles out there, though.
And who said it, Kyle?
And I'm not. But I was at first I was really scared. Not scared, but I was worrying about it, because one thing is making your own music with friends and other musicians, but this was written for the character, and so I was kind of, what is this going to be, and what do they expect? And I went into a studio, and I almost had a tear in my eye, because it was like, I fucking missed this so much. And then they presented this song to me that was really, really haunting, and I chose to do it in that kind of Tom Waits kind of way, but that was also me taking it away from maybe the expectations of what he was, trying to do something else. And maybe another song you can do a totally different thing. But I was like 2 or 3 hours in the studio, and they ended up using actually a live version, which I was so surprised about. So what's in the series now is it's a live me singing it there, but we did it in the studio. I don't know why they chose it that way. So I can hear the flaws as well, and I'm very picky, but it meant a lot being back. But I feel really naked. It's not like acting. It's not like cracking a joke or killing somebody or having a love scene. It's music is a different creature. It's really vulnerable. I saw it 2 times, and the second time I said, yeah, that's kind of cool. He's kind of cool. But the first time I was like, ooh.
Well, I can only imagine what that's like. I mean, when we first started the podcast, and hearing my own voice over like a recording that we specifically edit was enough. And I can't imagine me just naked singing in that, and then the whole world seeing it. Just
Yeah.
Also, but I'm proud of it, and I'm looking forward to him, because now I put him here, but he can go anywhere. He can kind of go falsetto or whatever. But I like him to be different creatures instead of just being this. And to be fair to you guys, no, I'm not a singer in that way. I wanted him to be more gritty, more have a different kind of sexiness or whatever, and not be that no flaws kind of, hey, how are you doing?
Yeah. I think from the reception I've seen on Twitter, I think it worked out pretty well.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And I will say, as a book reader, Thom shows up pretty early, and we were working with Amazon, and we had screeners for the show. So we saw it earlier than anybody else, or most people. And we're watching, and at the time, Luke and Kyle had read the books, and I had started. I'm not sure, but I started early enough to know that Thom wasn't there yet. And in the books, Thom is there in the village, so he would have shown up in episode 1.
Yeah.
And everyone's, I would remember watching and having everyone say, like, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Is he coming? Like, what's going on? And we know he has to show up, but it was very epic to decide that he's going to show up in this way, where Matt and Rand walk into the alehouse or whatever you want to say, and there he is performing. And then everybody's watching him, and Matt and Rand are watching him. So that was a very epic introduction.
Yeah.
I had the same. The director, when he told me about it, I was like, that's like a dream. I mean, what more can you ask for? That dusty kind of cowboyish walking up and then and sitting down and then commanding the stage. It's like.
Yes, exactly. It fits so much better with the way that you went with the character versus meeting him and you're kind of juggling some balls.
Yeah, doing back
on the village green. Exactly. Yeah. So it worked out much better for the tone of the character.
But one thing I will say though is that the song itself, like the lyrics, are incredibly important. So it's almost better because, like, in hindsight, now that I'm a little bit farther in the books, I'm starting to piece some of it together, but it's just so crazy that they were willing to throw that into the song so early. And then before we can move on away from the song, one thing I will say about the reason we were so critical, I guess, is because I don't know if you've watched the show The Witcher, but that's been
one of those. I need to see it because there's a Dane in it as well. So yeah.
There's a character that is very, very similar to Thom, but he is more a goofy
He is
version.
more of the yeah.
He's a bard, and he came out with a song in season 1 that is such a banger that we add it to like all of our phones and like we listen to it.
It's like a radio hit.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we were comparing it to from a totally fantasy perspective. Like Thom's made way more sense, but we were just goofing around. I hope you don't take it to heart because we genuinely love it.
I would never. Hey. We wouldn't be talking if I took offense.
That's so funny too.
I found it very honest and lovingly heartful, whatever you call it, the way that you talked about it. And I agree. I totally agree in the way that you see it. And I didn't want to play myself into a corner where I couldn't top myself.
Yeah.
So I'm being intelligent about it as well. But I can say that now, maybe the next time it's not going to be better, but I really don't care. I'm Danish. It's all about the charm, and I got a foot in there. You're not going to get me out.
Yeah, I love that.
That's awesome.